Check this out, guys. I have compiled 150 dinosaurs in the box. Plenty of them are custom repainted dinosaurs, so let's get right into it. Hey guys, I'm Dan and welcome back to Level 2 Jurassic Midlands. Today I'm going to show you guys 150 dinosaurs, 50 from here, 40 dinosaurs from Level 3 Colossal shelf, another 40 from the mini shelves, 10 dinosaurs from the Monster Island room, alright, another 10 from the basement Dino Dungeon. As you guys can see, we have a new shelf here and I need your suggestions to decide what figures to place right here. Probably like all our repainted dinosaurs, okay? So at the end of this video, let me know down below, okay? Alright guys, so let's begin our 150 dinosaurs, okay? So let's start off with this Giga. Have you guys seen this before? I mean, if this is your first time here, this is our repainted Giga. It's actually inspired by the Ark Survivor Giganotosaurus. So check this out. It's supposed to roar, but I'm not sure why it's not roaring anymore. But yeah, this is our custom repainted figure, which I'm super happy about. Okay, our next repainted figure, I'm gonna need the help of you guys, okay? Should we repaint another Mosasaurus first, or should we do the Dinosaurs? I want you guys to comment down below, okay? So, should we go with Dinosaurs first or Mosasaurus? I'll be starting tomorrow, the repaint, okay? Next up, okay, what's here? Okay, this is actually a captive collection, you know, pop and lock bigger dinosaur. I mean, it's like a medium-sized dinosaur, so it is a Giga. So let's assemble this together. Let's get this. What part of it is this? It seems to be the head. Awesome. So you can see this is basically the head of the Giga. This figure is actually pretty rare. We only have one. I mean, we are very fortunate to have one, and we have another one which is really awesome. So we have the head right now. So the next item, let's get the tail out. I'm not too sure whether we have all the legs here. I think so. So let's get this out as well. It's gonna be super messy, as you guys can see. This is like, you know, in a jelly form, which is very cool. I love to play with you know, it's kind of fun. So we have the tail out now, which is awesome. And now this is the dirty part. I mean, not really dirty. This slime is actually not dirty. It's just super gooey and kind of like messy. So let's get this out. It's really cool. Wow, you can see the slime actually has some metallic paint of salt. Wow, really nice. So you can see it is still covered with slime. Let's just pop in the tail. We have to wash this figure later on for sure. Alright. Wow. Looks very, very cool, I would say. Absolutely beautiful. So we have a Giga. So this is technically our first figure of the day. Very nice. I love this Giga. I'm gonna put this aside first. I need to clean my hands. Okay, next up, let's have a look at this, you know, custom painted Level 40 Mosasaurus. So this figure was painted probably about a year ago. So it's very nice. I love this. I painted this myself, but Mrs. Dan actually painted the eyes. Alright, so I'm gonna put this one right here. All the eyes are actually painted by Mrs. Dan because I'm not a good painter when it comes to really intricate details. You know, similarly to this huge Brachiosaurus. This Brachiosaurus, it's sort of like inspired by the Level 40 Brachiosaurus. You know, I think the best part is actually the eyes, just painted by Mrs. Dan. Really, really nicely done. This figure has been on Level 3 Colossus shelf for like a long time, so the figure, it's kind of like dusty. Yep, but it's okay. Let's take a look at some of the latest figures that have been added to our collection recently. This is the latest one. This is basically our very latest figure, which was added to our collection 2 days ago. And a Raptor. Yep, very nice. I'm not too sure whether you guys have scanned the facts. Have scanned the code to review it in your facts app. If not, you can actually pause the video and scan it right now. Okay, let's move on. So this is a brand new Raptor, which is pretty cool. We added this figure like pretty recently as well. It is like a Kush. It's actually known as a Kush figure. So it's like kind of like rubbery and furry, very cute Tyrannosaurus Rex right here. Okay, I've also cleared some of the Jurassic Park figures because that particular shelf needs to be cleaned up. Alright, let's move on. Wow, there's so many figures, I don't even know where to start. Tappy Jara. And speaking of Tappy Jara, there is a new prehistoric flying reptile that is coming out really soon for both the Hammond collection as well as the Jurassic World collection. Okay, let's take a look at some of the minifigures. We have a metallic Gigar. In fact, we have 3 of them. They are rare and we are very fortunate to have 3. Yeah, I really love the metallic figures, which is why I'm showing you guys my collection. We have the Dinosaurs. I think let's paint the Dinosaurs first because yeah, we have to remove the batteries when we are doing it for sure. I don't think I'll be putting the batteries back, so I need some suggestions on how we should repaint this Dinosaurs. Should we repaint it to like an avatar kind of like, you know, blue? I think that would be really nice. So I want you guys to comment down below, give me some suggestions. Kronosaurus is also one which I feel we can do a repaint soon. This is basically the Walro Kronosaurus. Really love this figure because you guys know I love the metallic paint around the eyes. It's really awesome. Okay, here we have a Imaginext Dimetrodon right here. I'm gonna go fast because we have so many figures to cover. We have a JP3 Tyrannosaurus Rex. This is also a really beautiful one. It is supposed to be connected to a fighting kind of battle arena. Okay, what else we've got? We have a Ichthyovanator. Yep, it is a Spinosaur. This, it's a Raw Striker. Awesome figure. I'll put this one right here. We have 2 more metallic figures right here, which are Raptor. I think we have 3 of them, as you guys can see. Really beautiful ones. Put them right here. Okay, this one, it's a vintage Pteranodon. You can see the wings are already all torn up, but it's fine. It's still part of my really treasured collection. This one is a micro playset. It's really cool, but you can see there's like, yeah, we have to like clean this up. It's kind of like dirty. You can open this up. There's like a little breach right here to connect to the platform on the top. There's like a little stone gate right here, a little cell. Yeah, this is like a little cell where you can you can capture people, I guess. There's a staircase to the top. Very cool little playset. It's kind of like a super old playset, but still extremely beautiful, I would say. Yep, let's close this. Really beautiful one, I would say. Okay, here we have a JP3 Velociraptor. Nice. Indoraptor metallic figure. There's a finger puppet that we've just added to our collection in recent few weeks. Dryptosaurus. Yes, this one is really new. It's a raw attack as well. If I'm not wrong, Dryptosaurus is also a Tyrannosaur, and I can't remember what does the name mean. So if you guys know, please comment down below. And here it's the Megaraptor. Really beautiful one, Raw Striker. Raw Strikers, I think they have one issue, is that their legs are kind of like loose. Here's another metallic figure, Pyroraptor. I think this one has got to be my most treasured one. We only have one, the metallic blue, aqua blue Dinosaurs. Really beautiful figure. Right, let's see what else we've got. another Triceratops. So previously I've shown you guys this. It's basically a new version. This is basically a Triceratops red. Mosasaurus, yeah, I'm hoping for a repainted Mosasaurus from Mattel really soon. Hopefully, yes, they can actually come up with one that will be awesome. This one is cool. Pyroraptor, nice one. JP, Tyrannosaurus Rex. Ross is still working, which is awesome. And here it's a raptor, Velociraptor, a red one, pretty nice one. Baryonyx, glow in the dark. I don't think they're supposed. Yes, glow in the dark Baryonyx. Metallic silver Tyrannosaurus Rex. We have 3 of them, really beautiful ones. I love this minifigures. Pyroraptor, guys, Pyroraptor. This is the basic, figure, very basic one. JP3, Dilophosaurus. The sounds are not working. We can try to change the batteries later on. And let's take a look at some of the more realistic looking dinosaur. We have a Papo figure right here, really beautiful one. This is an iguanodon, which is known as the iguana's tooth. Okay, Baryonyx. This is Baryonyx. No, I'm not too sure. This is basically just a Rorivore, a very nice Rorivore. I'm gonna put this on the side. And here it's a Papo Dimetrodon. So Dimetrodons, they are actually not dinosaurs. They are prehistoric synacids, not reptiles. It's basically a kind of species known as synacids. And if I'm not wrong, the name actually means 2 measures of teeth. Or is it 2-formed tooth? 2-formed tooth. I can't remember. I always get mixed up, Dimorphodons and Dimetrodon. So let's move on. Pachycephalosaurus, the thick skull lizard from Papo. Really nice, herbivorous dinosaur. I love this figure a lot. And there's one little figure that I've got from Switzerland. It's the little figure that I've got from Switzerland. It's a gift to myself. Yeah, you can see. I got this from the Natural History of Museum in Bern. Yes, in Bern, I think. And this is a prehistoric man, with a spear. Really nice one. Okay, next up, let's take a look at, here's another Triceratops red. Previously, I've shown you guys, okay, we have 2 identical ones. Okay, and here is an Imaginext, a Patasaurus. It's not a Brachiosaurus, it's a Patasaurus, a baby Patasaurus. Okay, this one, it's kind of rare because I was not able to get it in my country and I had a hard time finding it. And it's a sound search figure, and there will be new sound search, figures coming out really soon. There will be an Indominus Rex, which I've placed an order. I can't wait for it to arrive. It's a very unique species, I would say. Genyodectes Serus is an extremely kind of pretty unknown species, but really thank Mattel for coming out with this species. Here, I call this a Deinonychus because it definitely looks like a Deinonychus. The batteries are no longer working, so we can see whether we are able to change the batteries later on. Let's try. This is probably one of the latest additions to Papo. It's a Styracosaurus, really beautiful repaint. I'm going to show you guys the original paint scheme later on to do some comparison. Parasaurolophus, I think this is the one and only Parasaurolophus from the Jurassic World Dominion series. Very, very nice paint scheme. I love this. I was expecting more different versions. I mean, a bigger version, that'll be nice. Okay, this is the Papo Styracosaurus that I was talking about. This was the original paint scheme, and they released a repainted version. So I think both looks good. Alright, let's move on with the Gigar Mini. Okay, let's see what else we got. I can't remember what it's Fierce Attack. No. Previously it was known as Fierce Force. They kind of reused the mechanism and then give it a different name. different name and I can't remember what it is. This is a Genyodectes. You are supposed to... How do we do this? I can't even remember. Are we supposed to like... Yeah, I'm supposed to like rotate it, and yeah, you can see the tail is like swinging. Sometimes it gets stuck. Yeah. Stegosaurus. Pretty cute one. And here it's a JP Tyrannosaurus Rex. The batteries doesn't seem to be working. We'll try to change it later on to see whether it still works. Cremosaurus. Okay, extreme damage Cremosaurus, one of the very obscure species, which I'm very grateful for. Stegosaurus, beautiful one. Oh yeah, you can see. So this button is supposed to like, you know, knock off this kind of restriction from its body. So these are basically like some chains. Yeah, it's like basically breaking out. Yeah. Okay, this one has got to be the most talked about Papo figure, the most controversial figure, because many people were actually complaining about the pose and how the neck actually bends in this really weird direction, and how it's standing on these two legs, you know, in a human-like posture, which is very weird. Yeah, it's really weird, I would say. Okay, let's move on. This is another one which is also, in terms of the sculpt, it is not accurate at all. It is a baryonyx. So yeah, it's a tripod. You call this kind of figure a tripod because it can't stand on two legs. It has to balance on its tail. So this is a baryonyx. Okay, let's see what else we've got inside the box. Plenty of Papo figures. So just in case you guys do not know, I'm a huge collector of Papo figures. I have almost every single figure. This is an Oviraptor. They have released two versions. So Oviraptor were once thought to be egg stealers, like egg thieves, stealing eggs from other dinosaurs, but I think some paleontologists actually think they were actually trying to protect their own eggs. So we don't really know, but probably they have stolen eggs from other dinosaurs. And this is a Dilophosaurus, Legacy Collection Dilophosaurus. It comes with this new way. I mean, previously the code was at the bottom of the feet, and this one is like right here with a little, what do you call this? A little panel, a little cover. Very nice. And here we have a couple of Tyrannosaurus Rex. I'm going to show you guys like different Tyrannosaurus Rex from Papo. This is a green one. I really loved the T-Rex from Papo. They look amazing. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Glow-in-the-dark Pteranodon. A finger puppet of a Triceratops, which is known as the three-horned face. And here it's a JP Velociraptor. A really cute and adorable three-horned face. Triceratops, you can see the horns are still pretty blunt, especially the one in the middle. Really cute and adorable. This is known as a Eocarcharia. Yeah, I'm not too sure whether I've got the pronunciation exactly right, but Eocarcharia is basically a prehistoric flying reptile. This is a huge one. Unfortunately, the sounds are not working. No matter like how I try to replace the batteries, it just doesn't work. This is probably the latest ceratopsian in the entire Jurassic Park line. Diabloceratops. Wow, raw. Really beautiful sculpt. As you guys can see, the crown looks so majestic. I love the horns that it has on its head. You can see there's like two really huge horns right here. This one as well. So this four horns can definitely inflict serious damage. These two on the sides are basically known as false horns. They are not powerful enough to create any damage, but can definitely deter predators. It's a tiny little one right here. Very cute. Yeah, really love. You know, we have a collection of ceratopsians aligned right over there, as you guys can see. That entire row is filled with Triceratops, Diabloceratops. I mean, we only have one Diabloceratops, Spinosaurus, Pentaceratops, Pseudoceratops, and Pachyrhinosaurus. Okay, really nice. Let's see what else we've got. Okay, Acrocanosaurus. Okay, it's basically known as the shark-toothed lizard. This used to be my most favorite Papo figure. Not too sure whether it still can be considered my most favorite. Probably. Parasaurolophus, you guys can see this is very similar to the previous Parasaurolophus that I've shown you guys. Where is it? You know, when I put it aside, I can't find it anymore. It's okay. I'm gonna put. Oh yes, it's right behind me. So you can see the sculpt is exactly the same, just applied with a different paint scheme. Very nice. This is a Troceraptor. It should be a Troceraptor tiger. I think so. Okay, here it's another Acrocanosaurus from Papo. So I previously showed you guys this one. This figure was really popular, so they actually released another version, and this version actually has like tiger stripes, which is pretty cool as well. Next, Allosaurus. Yes, the very first Allosaurus from Papo. Really nice figure. You can see the texture actually looks very reptilian-like. It looks like an actual reptile, you know, like a crocodile scheme. Another raptor, as you guys can see right here. The sounds are unfortunately, this figure doesn't have any sounds. Okay, is this a sticky moloch or is this a Dracorex? I think it should be a sticky moloch. Yeah, it should be a sticky moloch. Okay, let's see what else we got. A Velociraptor, and this one definitely looks like, like blue. And this one is known as a Chiliosaurus. Yeah, very nice, very interesting. I think this is our one and only Chiliosaurus figure in our entire collection. And here it's a green Velociraptor. So you can see they have actually produced plenty of different Velociraptors. And here is another Velociraptor, but this time is one from Imaginext. Really cute and adorable. Ambo Pyroraptor. Let's get this one out. Okay, this has got to be the most classic Papo figure. One of the first few that was produced. If there's one figure that you want to own from Papo, this one is definitely the one. I think the director of Jurassic World, Mr. Bayona, actually owned one of this, and he was like carrying this around while he was making the movie. Okay, so let's see what else we got. The Dilophosaurus from Papo. As you guys can see, it doesn't have the frill as compared to the ones in Jurassic World and Jurassic Park. This is because the actual Dilophosaurus does not have a frill. This is basically some kind of exaggerated kind of gimmick to make the dinosaur more interesting, more ferocious. Yep, but it's cool. There is a fruit neck lizard. So they can use the theory that they have used the DNA of a fruit neck lizard, which is why the Dilophosaurus has the frill. And here's a JP version. Young T-Rex, we have two of them, but none of them has the cast on the leg. Yeah, on the legs. Yeah, but you can see the colors is kind of like different in a way. One is actually more reddish, Another looks like a Deinonychus to me, I guess. Sounds are still working. Listen to it closely. Awesome stuff. Another running T-Rex. So I've shown you guys like the green version, and here's a brown version, which is another really beautiful one. Like this. Right. Oh, this one is the Protoceratops. It is a new release from Papo, but it has received quite a number of negative feedback because the figure doesn't look very nice for sure. Okay, let's move on. We have a huge one. This has got to be one of my most favorite one as well. Spinosaurus from Papo, a really classic figure. I'm not too sure when this was produced, but it has definitely been in my collection for at least 8 years, I guess. Yeah, it's a 2007 figure. I just saw the date below. Yeah, it's a 2007 figure. But I've owned it probably for about 8 years. Okay, these two are really beautiful. Okay, this one is really beautiful. It's a fatted Velociraptor, but you can see the paint work. It's so beautiful. You can see the detailing they have painted on the feathers. Some of them were highlighted in green and red. Looks so amazing. It really makes the details on this figure pop. Okay, and yeah, really nice. And this is a Polycanthus. Yeah, it looks like an Colossal, but it's very different when it comes to the armor. You can see this part only contains like very little armor as compared to the rest of the body. Her finger puppet off. It looks like a Brachiosaurus, but it is actually an Apatosaurus. Metallic Indoraptor and the Matrodon, metallic Dimetrodon, really nice one. Hammond collection, Dilophosaurus. Do you guys know that there will be more Hammond collection figures, such as Concavenator and Kylosaurus? There's one prehistoric flying reptile by the name of I can't remember, guys. Okay, this one is a Giganotosaurus. I'm still surprised why Mattel has not come up with this species. It is a Tyrannosaur, very closely related to a T-Rex. You can see the face looks kind of like a T-Rex. It also has 2 fingers like a T-Rex. If you are able to get like a big figure of it, I think that will be pretty amazing. And here's another running T-Rex. So I've shown you guys the brown one. I'll show you guys the green one. This one is more like a what do you call this color? Gray with some dark brown patterns on top. Another really beautiful figure, I would say. Yeah, I would say majority of the figures they are really fantastic. And here's like a little, wow, there's some dust on the face. A raptor. A finger puppet of a Stegosaurus. This one is kind of rare as well. Metallic green Spinosaurus. Finger puppet of a Stygimoloch. Let's get this raptor out of the way. Site B, this is probably from 1997, which is extremely old. Yeah, it's like 25 years. And what is this? This is Dilophosaurus. I think the sounds are still working if I'm not wrong. Wow, and it's loud. Very classic raw as well. Very nice. Beautiful. This is a Compsognathus. Yep, Compsognathus. From Papo. Really beautiful little figure. This is an Archaeopteryx, a prehistoric bird. Yeah, I mean it just looks like a very common bird. Ankylosaurus, okay? The only sauropod that was released, I mean besides the Dreadnoughtus, this is basically the other sauropod that you can find this year. And it's known as the what do you call this? Massive Action, if I'm not wrong. Massive Action. Very nice. I love this. It's known as the vine lizard, and you can see the body is covered with armor. I don't think any predators will want to attack this sauropod without thinking twice. And here's the Dinosaurus, from Imaginext. Quite a cute little figure. This is probably, this figure is dusty. I need to clean this up. This is basically Bumpy from Imaginext. Okay, Dimorphodon from Papo. You can see this figure looks absolutely amazing in terms of detailing. It is so well detailed, very intricate kind of craftsmanship going on right here. Every single fur can be seen clearly. Love this figure so much. Same goes with the Cryolophosaurus, as you guys can see. Just in case that you guys don't know, I love Papo figures, and I'm not sponsored by them in any way. Every single figure is purchased with my own money. Young T-Rex looks so adorable. From Papo as well. Canon collection, Velociraptor. I mean, yeah, it's a nice sculpt. The legs are too big, but I hope to get more species, not just raptors, because we have just way too many raptors, guys. Pseudoceratops, baby Pseudoceratops, which was seen in Jurassic World Dominion movie. Awesome stuff. Let's move on. Glow in the dark and Colossal Bumpy, really beautiful one. Finger puppet of a T-Rex. Triceratops. Spinosaurus, baby Spinosaurus, really adorable. And here's a juvenile Spinosaurus, not a baby because it is not like super young. It's like probably like a teenage kind of Spinosaurus. Sail is still pretty small. Oh, golden blue. And another finger puppet. This one we actually got it from a Takara Tomy. Is it Takara Tomy? I think so. Takara Tomy kind of like mystery boxes. How many of you do you have then? Metallic figures. Mosasaurus. Another Dilophosaurus, a nice one, I would say. Really nice one. Okay. So previously, I've shown you guys the Raptor. I think this one is like really beautiful. This one is like the original version. So I can tell you guys that I prefer this kind of color scheme. It's really colorful, but at the same time it's like not too loud. This is like very bland. Yeah, but I think some people would definitely prefer this one. But it's normal to have a colorful, figure, because you guys should know that chickens, especially the roosters, they are very colorful in terms of the colors as well. So it's definitely realistic, and it definitely makes sense to have dinosaurs in vibrant colors. Oh yes, this one is a beauty. This is a quadrupedal Spinosaurus. So previously I've shown you guys like a bipedal. This is basically the bipedal. Bipedal means it's walking like two legs. The other two limbs are basically like arms that you don't balance yourself with. But this one is a quadrupedal. Quad basically means four, and you can see, all fours are pretty much balanced, and you can actually swim with all fours and walk on all fours. So I think paleontologists, in terms of Spinosaurus, the idea, the impression, the poise, the body posture, it's always different. Okay, yeah. This is known as the Cyclops Velociraptor, if I'm not wrong. Okay, this is the repainted kind of Allosaurus. So yeah, we have like two different versions. Nice one. The Dilophosaurus, not too sure whether wow, still working. I'm impressed. Very nice. Golden Indominus Rex. Nice one. Wow, this one is also oops. Finger puppet of a Colossal and the metallic purple Dilophosaurus. Finger puppet of Mosasaurus. You can actually put all the finger puppets on all your 10 fingers. It's not easy to put the last one. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys anyway. Okay, yeah, you can see it's really cute. Do we have more? Yeah, there's another one here. It's not easy to have all of them on. Okay, let me try. Let's try to do this. Last one. Wow, I managed to do it, guys. Check this out. All 10 finger puppets on my fingers. Yeah, so you can actually play like, you know, the daddy fingers. That little nursery rhyme with this. Okay, we are completing soon. Another bumpy Triceratops. Okay, so my two most favorite figures from Papo has got to be the Ceratosaurus as well as the Acrocanosaurus. So this is actually one of them. Really beautiful. I think this one is really well done. One of the best Papo figures that you can find. Giganotosaurus, this figure is great as well, but mine always can't stand. Yeah, it always falls. So I'm trying to put it. Yeah, right now it's still okay. So yeah, I think it also has to do with your shelf. If your shelf is slightly slanted, after a long time the legs will be warped, and yeah, you might get like a figure that can't stand anymore. So make sure your shelf is extremely flat. And here's a Pteranodon from JP3. So I suppose this is from the year 2000. Yep, I think that's all. Do we have any more figures in the box? Nope. But we definitely have this chain, the capture gear of the Stegosaurus. Alright, thanks for watching this video, guys. So I want you to comment down below like what repaint you guys want me to do next. Do you guys want me to do Mosasaurus or Dinosaurs first? Let me know down below, okay? Thanks for watching this. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.